Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Blackbird. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't mind, leave an emoji in the comment section. Well, you guys, Prince Andrew, it's said that he went to the Queen and tried to plot to keep Charles from becoming king once the Queen passes. So, according to Daily Mail, Prince Andrew lobbied Queen to stop Charles becoming king. The Duke of York plotted with Diana to allow William to accede to the throne ahead of Charles, royal authors claim. So, he wanted William to take the throne once the Queen would pass away and not Charles. And the reason Andrew, you guys ever watch Game of Thrones when Tommen became king and his mother was regent, or his grandfather was regent, and they were literally controlling everything? This is what Prince Andrew wanted William to take the throne if anything happened back when he was a teenager, and he would be regent over William. So let's get to the story. Prince Andrew secretly plotted with Princess Diana and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson to try to prevent Charles becoming king and allow Prince William to take the throne with the Duke of York as regent, an explosive new biography claimed today. Andrew is alleged to have lobbied the Queen and campaigned against the marriage between Charles and Camilla, now King and Queen consort, telling his mother that she was not trustworthy. Well, seriously, she's not trustworthy in my opinion. Also, because she was a homewrecker. Like, she pretended to be Diana's friend all the while she was in bed with her husband. Angela Levin's new book on the life of Camilla, serialized in the Telegraph, claims that the Duke of York was very nasty to her and conspired with Princess Diana to prevent the Queen's eldest son from becoming king. Under Andrew's alleged plan, William would have been lined up for the throne with Charles pushed out, and Andrew made regent if the Queen had died before William was 18. Citing a senior insider, Miss Levin writes that the Duke of York plotted with Diana to push Charles aside, with the aim of Prince Andrew becoming regent to Prince William. Andrew lobbied very hard with the hope that Charles would not become king when his mother died and that William would wear the crown, she said. Miss Levin added, the prince lobbied very hard to try and prevent his older brother from taking the throne. A senior insider at the palace is said to have told Miss Levin when Diana was alive, through her friendship with Andrew's wife Sarah, Duchess of York, she plotted with Andrew to try to push Prince Charles aside so Prince Andrew could become regent to Prince William when he was a teenager. They were dark and strange times where paranoia became reality, and this was a worry. His behavior was very, very negative and extremely unpleasant to Queen Elizabeth, who disagreed. I was told it was one of the rare occasions he did not get his way. Nonetheless, he was apparently very angry that he couldn't rule the country in some way. He remained so hostile to Camilla's emergence and acceptance that it's doubtful it has ever been forgiven. Buckingham Palace and representatives for the Duke of York have been contacted for a comment. Miss Levin also wrote about the Duke's hostility to Charles's marriage to Camilla, claiming Andrew was poisonous and very nasty about her to the late Queen Elizabeth. The insider said he tried to persuade the Queen to block Charles's marrying Camilla by being quite poisonous, mean, unhelpful, and very nasty about Camilla. These claims allegedly included that Camilla was insufficiently aristocratic and was untrustworthy. In 1998, when Charles turned 50, a party was thrown but the Queen and Prince Philip declined in case Camilla was there. Wow. Camilla's close friend Lucia Santa Cruz said, when Camilla was married to Andrew Parker Bowles, she used to go to Balmoral with him and join the royal family. They got on marvelously well with her, but when the marriage failed and she was with Prince Charles, she was rejected and got all the blame, which was so unfair. Yeah, that is unfair because it takes two to get in that bed and cheat on your spouses. So it wasn't just her, it was also Charles. The Duke of York and King Charles have reportedly had a strained relationship over the years, which has worsened dramatically since Prince Andrew's ties to pedophile Jeffrey Epstein emerged. When Buckingham Palace announced in January that the prince would be stripped of all his military titles and patronages and would defend his sex abuse case against Virginia Giuffre as a private citizen, it was understood the now king had been instrumental in influencing the decision. You guys, I just want to jump in right here. I don't understand how he can be stripped of his military titles. It's so different over there because he fought at wartime. He and Harry were the only two who really were soldiers at wartime. And I think he was in the Navy and Harry was in the Army. And they both rose in the ranks. And they were true military men, unlike the others who wear the uniform and they didn't serve. So that is so strange that they could take his military honors and all of that away from him. Really, really weird. At the time, palace sources said the ruthless and swift decision had been widely discussed within the royal family following Andrew's failed bid to persuade a judge to dismiss the civil lawsuit. Prince Charles and his son William were understood to have been instrumental in the move to force him out from being an active member of the royal family. Charles was said to have spoken to his mother by telephone to share his thoughts on the decision. An inside source at the palace said at the time, it was a ruthless and swift decision which will have been recommended by the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge and sanctioned by the Queen. It was later reported in February that Charles had told his brother to stay out of sight at official events. Prince Andrew has since reached a settlement with Ms. Giuffre in which he did not admit to any wrongdoing. Angela Levin has previously published biographies of the royal family, including Prince Harry in 2018 and on Prince William and Kate in 2015. Her latest work, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, From Outcast to Queen Consort, explores Camilla's relationship with senior members of the royal family and how they have evolved over time. Wow, you guys, this is some serious intrigue, right? Kind of really like Game of Thrones, where they're plotting and planning to make sure Charles did not become king. Very, very intriguing. And, we have to wonder how will Charles rule, because he leans more to the left and they're supposed to stay out of politics. But I have a feeling that Charles will not stay out. And I guess he really doesn't have to because he's king now. And let's see where all of this goes. Let's see, now that this is out in the public, what's going to happen to Andrew. Because he's been stripped of his military accolades. He's been stripped from he's not a working royal anymore. What will become of Andrew now that this has been brought to light? Let's see how vindictive Charles can be. All right, you guys, let's talk about it in the comments. And please, if you don't mind, even if you don't have a comment on the video, give me a thumbs up and an emoji in the comment section. And if you don't mind, please share. This will help my little channel grow. I'm trying to make this my career as a content creator, you guys. Thank you.